Bizarre Foods, Panama City, top 5 video countdown coming to you from the pier at the end of the stunning Balboa Yacht Club. Sun is setting behind me in the mountains. The Panama Canal beckons. And I'm going to need about 2 hours of chiropractic tonight following a harrowing boat ride back from a small island where we had a lovely fish barbecue. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Number 5, lunch at Donde Ivan. I had the mayor there. I had crocodile ceviche. I had a beautiful twice-cooked iguana. Bacalao fritters. We laughed, we cried. We enjoyed everything that Rio Abajo has to offer. All of the Afro-Caribe food that we ever wanted to try, and fantastic company. And Ivan is just, what can you say? He's got the gift. No wonder he is such a famous culinarian in this part of the world. Number 4, so hard, but I'm going to have to go with the day that I spent with Emilio Ho. Here is a Chinese Panamanian entrepreneur who is, he's the most connected guy anywhere you go with him. Not just Barrio Chino, but, up in the hills at Quesochela is the place that he bought 30 some odd years ago with his wife. Some really, really spectacular cheese, great bread, fantastic companionship. He had, his, doctor diagnosed me, brought me back from the dead, essentially. But we love Emilio Ho, great guy. And the Chinese restaurant that he took me to, fantastic food. I'm obsessed by anything Chinese. And Emilio is half Chinese, so I'm obsessed with him half the time. Number 3, a trip to the fish market with Maria. Great fish, fantastic braised lungs with the most delicious plantains. But that lobster ceviche, really a lobster salad with just a little bit of lime and chili and just a hint of mayonnaise, was about as yummy an experience as I've had in a long time. This is a town that's kind of in search of itself. It's a big modern city, basically birthed when, the United States cleaved it and joined the Atlantic and the Pacific. But one trip through that market and you are convinced that there is a national sense of culinary pride here that's really extraordinary. Number 2, it's, got to be our little afternoon with Yuli in Chorrera and his wonderful tonics and elixir. Seriously, this guy is selling a drink called the Mattress Breaker. Delicious. It's got a gorgeous custard apple puree, a lot of ice, delicious. All kidding aside, nothing happens from the waist down, but he's selling a ton of them, I think, because of that. And the icing glass, his seaweed drink, a little too much nutmeg for me, but, I liked it. And, again, that gorgeous sort of Afro-Caribe vibe that is so special to this part of the world. You have that wonderful Spanish, European influence, the Latino influence, the Islander influence here, the Asian influence here. Panama's a pretty remarkable place. Lots of culture clashes, but creating a pretty frothy mix. I liked it. Number 1, it's always the last day. What can I say? We have fun every day out here on this show. So the thing that always impresses me the most is whatever I just finished doing. Heading out to the islands, fishing, spending the day on the water with good people, going to a small island, frying up our catch, taking a dip in the ocean. We didn't get very much down there, but the clams and the oysters on board the SS Expense were pretty darn delicious. And we had an underwater videographer that was wearing a life jacket and couldn't take his camera, more than a couple feet below the surface. You don't see that every day. Anyway, Panama City, a wonderful, wonderful, under-the-radar sort of mecca for anybody who enjoys the sun, the surf, and the sand, but wants a big-time city to back it all up. Come on down. I'll be waiting for you.